Hey, you're probably wondering what's going on today. So I'm back on GB4427 Bettswood. Seen all about that in previous videos if you haven't had a look back. Anyway, let me just take you through what we're going to do. It's a pretty quiet day today, which is good. I'm going to get up the 12-metre Spiderbeam, the heavy-duty Spiderbeam. See if I get it up. It isn't too windy. We're a safe distance away from power lines, all those sorts of checks. And let me show you something else. Well, look at this. Here we go. Made by a good friend of mine, Al Murray, from a design from the internet, what people use. So what I did, I used AI, I used Grok and the latest version of ChatGPT, and asked it, based on my Spiderbeam's details, wind loading, all that sort of stuff, typical conditions operating in the UK, what is the optimum size for a ground stake? And it's not those tiny things that barely keep up a tent in not even the wilds. Let's say keep a tent up at a very calm ice festival. Those, you know, God, well, it's hard to explain. I don't even know what they're for. I think it's just to say you've got a ground spike. It won't work, but we've put one in. Anyway, this is proper, right? It's proper welded. I'm the only thing I've contributed to this is the design and the spray. But anyway, the AI took wind loading factors and all that sort of stuff into account. Great stuff. And it did actually recommend 1 metre in length in one variation. So I looked at Spiderbeams. They reckon about, well, I forget the exact millimetres, but in old-fashioned Roman Imperial, 14 inches. And so this is 14 inches long. Got 3 of them, as you can see. And we're going to drive those in if we can, because the ground here is solid. These are the things that you get with the pay 350 quid for a bag and a coil-based antenna to keep it upright, and others sell them as well where their antennas just not fit for purpose, but you know, hey, they've included them. The setup, somebody commented, my God, I couldn't do POTA to carry all the gear. I agree, and that's why QRP is so popular, but more of that on another one. I could do with the other end of the wire higher. I might have a fiddle. I've incorrectly secured it at the top, so it slipped down a little bit. I've lost a few meters, but let's see how we get on with this setup. So it's never blinking perfect, because if you spent all your time getting perfect, you'd never ever get an activation. Nowhere near perfect, but we've redone it. We've put the unum right at the top of the mast, and right up there we have the not too high. Okay, so where are we at? Number one, the iPad's annoying me because no matter what I do, I can't turn the flipping sound down in FT8. But we're transmitting. We're going on the 30 metre band. We're going to do the 18 metre or 17 metre band. Get it right, David. So 30 metres, 17 metres, and 12 metres. We're going to try that to activate this using the long wire and getting it high up on this Spiderbeam. So there you go, guy wires in place, all that sort of stuff. Interesting thing I'll show you right now on the Xeigu. Here's the Xeigu, look, 0.3 of a watt in, 99 out. I don't think that's accurate. I must get a power meter on it, but look, we're straight through. First call, or second call, straight through to Poland, and I haven't even spotted myself yet. Oh, not too bad, really. Well, the antenna must be working. Look at that, plus 12 coming in from Germany, which is blooming great. Always amazing to see. EAT3, giving me -3, and I'm a +2. Thank you very much. A regular who contacts me. Must have loads of contacts on this park as well, but thank you very much. Comments on putting up a pole and a long wire. I'm just thinking about the time it takes. Normally when you just chuck a long wire up, as you know, if you're a regular activator, it's quite a quick job. Putting a pole up, particularly this 12 metre HD Spiderbeam, is a bit of a slog. Put it this way, it's a strength test. You've got to make sure that you're operating fully and functioning, and you've done your stretching first of all. Anyway, it's up. It's just as quick, I reckon. Now I've got used to putting it up quick. The DX commander will say quick, relatively quick. So if you're away from noise and you want something perfectly tuned and you don't have to tune and all that, DX commander is great. But one thing I'm doing today is the warp bands, which on the DX commander would mean cutting and tuning in extra elements. So yeah, ATU does make it easier that way. It's a balancing act. Tell you what though, for 20 meters up, that 2-rod positive V I've got is flipping fantastic and remains fantastic. But it's good to play about these things anyway, else it'd be really boring, I think. I'd probably read a book. I've just been listening to a guy called Jeremy Sachs, an American guy, on a podcast, because I do a political podcast. Well, it starts tomorrow, and we're doing an international thing, very much US politics based and all that, and I've just been asked to go on as a co-host. So I'm trying to bone up on that, which helps doing FT8 at the same time. But I'm itching, really itching to get on something like 20 metres and call CQ. I might just do it. Let's see how we get on. See what we can do now. We've got M0TBQ putting a call out, so I thought I'd give him a call. Hopefully get through. Minus 22. As you know, with FT8, it isn't as simple as it is about being under the noise. Some people, it's a bit like being dragged through a hedge backwards to get through to them because they're just not receiving you. So they're home QTH, they might get a lot of interference. But anyway, everything's going well. We've got the Xeigu, we've got the Icom, got me DX commander bits for the Spiderbeam pole, got me huge battery, got me little battery. I have got one of these, let me show you, which is very fab. But what you've got to make sure you do with cables like this, you've got to be careful you don't get too much of a voltage drop. So I'm going to get from just a shortcut from SOTA beams themselves, the proper, like they use, Anderson power poles and not my AliExpress versions, and some thicker cable, which is important with the linear. But anyway, so that's my reason for using two. Oh, look at that M0TBQ answering somebody else. How dare he? I'll give this German station a call instead because I'm impatient. There you go, a little bit of hunting. What I'm going to do now, obviously somebody walking in the distance. Don't normally see walking over here when I'm poaching. Anyway, got the dog on the lead. It's a strange breed of new dog owners. But anyway, he says there's a dog owner. What am I on about? Yes. So I'm going to go up, scroll up to 12 metres now, retune and all that sort of stuff. So there we go. So we've activated the part. If you're a CB radio enthusiast watching this, you go, what the hell is he going on about? This is the brilliant thing about amateur radio. We've got multiple bands, multiple modes to have a go at, so you're not stuck. And you go, oh yeah, but it means passing exams. Well, that's great, isn't it? You go along to your local radio club. If you're in the East Midlands, that's South Derbyshire, Ashby and the Wolds Amateur Radio Group, who are fantastic. Further south is Nuneaton. And there's many others about as well. I know West Midlands is very strong. Central Radio Group, for example, is brilliant. And there'll be others within the area in which you live. And obviously, if you're abroad watching this, get along to your radio club and they will educate you. They have all the services to help you and get you through your examinations. And then you're not just stuck on SSB and FM and AM and all that sort of stuff. And if the propagation's in your favour, and talking to the local bloke about his dodgy leg, again for the 50th time. Yeah, miles more opportunity, miles more things to do. Amateur radio really is the place to be. Bit of an odd one you get occasionally. So this is tuned, right? It's tuned as I normally tune. We're on the longwire, remember, high SWR. But look at the top right, I think it's saying 99, but it was tuned on the ATU, so it's going out on 12 metres. I might just abandon 12 metres and give it one more go just in case. Tuned. Oh, there you go, goes out again. Doesn't like it, strange. Just tuned onto FT4 on 20 metres. It's so fast on here, it's so good. So there we go, got the Islands again on another band, and we've got EA4T, I happen saw it live come through. Big strong signals on here. FT4 on 20 metres is like an activator's dream, really. Anyway, I'll give you the logbook update in a second, and this thing's playing up, there you go. Not playing up, it's playing perfectly on 20 metres as it usually does. Story of this POTA, and here's the thing, it's here, my choke. What was missing? Why wouldn't it tune on 12? And probably why wasn't I optimal on the other bands? It's because I flipping forgot to put this in line. We all make mistakes, and this is something I never forget. And I did today in the enthusiasm to get set up and get operating. So there's something there that I'd give the linear an excuse on that one. I might just try and tune it up before I finish and just see what happens. Even though it theoretically tuned, still playing up. So it wasn't the choke. And then on a further attempt, look at that. Just seen, I think the answer was maybe the choke, but more importantly, keeping the finger on the ATU button for a lot longer when tuning this wire on 12 metres. Anyway, just trying to make contact. The band is very, very quiet. But anyway, I've got it working. That's good enough to know. There you go. But anyway, look, we've done it. We've done 21 QSOs, contacts. The plan was to operate digitally. I went slightly off piece at the end. I did try, and you can see from the footage.
Quebec Whiskey. Yankee Uniform 7, Quebec Whiskey, you are 5 and 7, Carlo. Thank you for 5-3, or is 5-5-55, many 73, good luck, 44. Thank you for 73, Quebec POTA, Delta Juliet 2, Golf Mike, Sierra Portable. X-ray. Sierra Victor 1, Sierra Victor Papa, Dimitri, you are 5 and 9. Also, my friend, 5 and 9 here in Greece, good.
I did try and contact somebody, but I forgot my flipping microphone, didn't I? Silly boy. Even more important, I forgot my Heil Pro 7 headset, which I absolutely love him. But anyway, that's it. So it was good, right? So message for you if you're watching this, is get out with your radio. It's great. You get no blinking QRM here. There was a little bit of over the horizon radar stuff going on SSB, I could see, and SSB wasn't brilliant anyway. But look, it was all good. It was all great. Get out and about. And if you're a CB radio enthusiast watching this, or a shortwave listener, look, get an amateur radio license. You will absolutely adore it. So thanks ever so much for getting this far through this video. Really appreciate you taking the time to do it. Any questions, comments down below. Have a great day, 73s.